Session 8 of Module 1 of Fundamentals of Financial Management of 4th semester BBA of Mangalore University. In this session, we shall study about the functional areas of financial management. The scope of financial management has widened to cover capital structure, dividend policies, profit planning and control, depreciation policies, the techniques of financial analysis like financial statement analysis, fund statements, ratio analysis, and also helpful in analyzing financial strength of the enterprise. The following are the functional areas of financial management, that is determining financial needs for what the funds are required, selecting the sources of funds from where the funds to be collected, financial analysis and interpretations, cost volume profit analysis, capital budgeting, working capital management, profit planning and control, and dividend policy. Let us see in details in the next slides. So the first is determining financial needs. Funds are needed to meet promotional expenses for the future progress, for the expansion of the business. Fixed and working capital needs to meet the fixed, that is to get the long-term capital for the sake of assets, maybe for the building, for the land or machinery. Working capital, that is to pay the bills, rent, day-to-day requirements. So the working capital needs depend upon the scale of operations. Larger the scale of operations, that is the day-to-day basis, the higher will be the needs for working capital. A wrong assessment of financial needs will spoil or cause problems to the survival of the concern. So there will be shortage of funds and there are more expenses to be met on the day-to-day basis. Second is selecting the sources of funds. A number of sources are available for raising funds. A concern may resort to issue of share capital or debentures. Share capital, we can have preference shares and equity shares. Then we can have long-term funds from the financial institution. We can borrow the funds. The working capital needs may be met by getting cash credits or bank overdraft facilities from the commercial banks. So finance manager has to be very careful and very cautious in approaching the different sources, and from among these sources need to select the right sources of funds. Also the cost factor of these sources to be considered. Financial analysis and interpretation. The finance manager should know about the profitability of the concern, liquidity position of the concern, and short-term and long-term financial position. A number of ratios have to be calculated, and interpretation of these ratios is essential to draw the conclusions. So financial analysis and interpretation has become an important area of financial management. Cost volume profit analysis. This is an important tool of profit planning. The costs are divided into fixed cost, variable costs, and semi-variable costs, as these costs change with the change in the output but not in the same proportion. The volume of sales or the quantity of sales to earn a desired profit can also be ascertained. So the knowledge of cost, volume, and the profit analysis is essential for taking important decisions about production as well as the profit. Capital budgeting. Capital budgeting decisions are vital to any organization. An unsound investment decision may prove to be wrong for the very existence of the concern. The core of or the base of capital budgeting is the allocation of available resources to various proposals. So, what funds a company has, that is to be allocated to the different proposals which are in hand. The crucial factor which influences the capital budgeting decision is the profitability of the prospective investment. So, where do you invest, in which project you invest, what are the returns from that particular project? So, this factor is to be considered. There are a number of methods, traditional as well as modern methods, to assess the or the to decide about the investment decisions. So they are payback period, net present value, internal rate of return, average rate of return, and profitability index. In detail, we are going to study about this topic of capital budgeting in module 2. Next is working capital management. Working capital refers to that part of the firm's capital which is required for financing short-term or current assets such as cash, accounts receivable, and inventories or stock. Finance manager is required to determine the quantum of such assets. No business can run successfully without adequate amount of working capital, and proper management of working capital is very essential, and it is one of the important area of financial management. Profit planning and control. Profit is determined by the volume of revenue and expenditure. Revenue may accrue from sales, investment in outside securities, or income from other sources. Expenditure may include manufacturing costs, trading expenses, office and administrative expenses, selling and distribution expenses, as well as financial costs. The excess of revenue over the expenditure determines the amount of profit. Profit planning and control directly influence the declaration of dividend, creation of surplus funds, and the taxation decisions, etc. Dividend policy. The investors are interested in earning maximum return for their investments, but the management wants to retain the funds for further financing. So, the decision is whether to return to the investors the profit or to retain the profit with the company so that future developmental activities could be taken. These contradictory aims will have to be reconciled in the interest of shareholders and the company. A dividend policy is influenced by a number of factors, that is, the magnitude and trend of earnings from the past years, how the company is earning. The desire and the type of shareholders, whether the shareholders are expecting all the profits or they are ready to forego their profits or they are ready to accept bonus shares. Future requirements of the company. If there are future requirements, the funds are necessary, then retained earnings are essential. So profit cannot be wholly given to the shareholders. The government economic policy which will affect the company decisions, and the taxation policy of the government. So these are the factors which will be taken into consideration before distributing the profit of the company to the shareholders. References.